Portense Biennn, CCC, episode 33. I got my boy from the San Fernando Valley, the North Hollywood side, Gil, a.k.a. the American Cholo. What's cracking, my boy?
What's up, Predikt? ¿Cómo estás, carnal?
Aquí nomás, welcome to my podcast, homie.
This is dope, homie. I'm seeing all the guys over here. This is happening right here, carnal. This is
Bunch
cracking.
of guys, no girls.
Nah, let them know, homie.
Portense bien.
Portense bien, homie. Let my wife know, homeboy. Andamos bien, carnal. Andamos bien.
Hombres.
So what's good?
We're just big chilling right here, dog. I like it that you just came in last minute and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's that authentic Vallero love. You know
Pa' que sepas, güey, I was live, fool. I was live.
And you're like be cracking, homie.
Yeah. I was live. It was the first phone call, and it was you. It was like, hey, can you get here at 7? I said, 6 o'clock. I said, no problem. I got you, homie. That's why I told everybody, hey, 30 minutes, I'm out of here, homie.
En caliente.
Aquí estamos,
It's
güey.
like, it's crazy how your live just gets so many people that tune in to get like legal advice or something, like free legal advice.
Well, yeah, illegal, financial, street advice, gangbanging advice.
And it's crazy, man. And a lot of people respect it. Either they love to hate you or hate to love you, but either way you listen to you.
You know what? I started seeing the hate more, homie, which means something's good going on.
That means the numbers are going up.
That means the numbers are going up. Fool. I had a guy yesterday. I'm not even gonna say who he is, right? He's a Chicano rapper guy, right? He hits me up on Instagram and tells me, hey, man, why don't you call it out King Lil G? About, like, you know how that Tyga thing going on, all that, right? And I was like, well, why ain't you calling him out? I mean, what the fuck are you telling me for, right? And then, you're just a hypocrite. You want to call? And I'm like, hey, homie, you seem to be kind of bitter, man. Like, if that's the case, I got a whole list of motherfuckers. I have a whole list.
Where do you want me to start?
That I should call out. Yeah, you call this guy. He's like, and you know what he tells me? That's when I know. Damn, this is fucking crazy. Oh, homie, you're just riding my wave. I started this unity thing with it, and I was like, whoa, yeah. I was like, I just told him, hey, homie, God bless you, have a good one, carnal, and that's it.
You got the hotline number, you want to call back.
Yeah, but that's what tell you how these fools just start hating me, because you start getting, your name starts popping a little more, it starts getting a little more out there, and people that have been in the game, I guess, you say, you're late to the game. I said, well, I'm not doing too shabby for being late to the game. I don't think
you're late to the game, because like when you brought me on your podcast, I told you I caught your wave when that tortilla slapping shit happened in San Diego.
Right.
And I was like, who's this guy right here? And you started pressing up and calling the school district.
Yeah, call the school district.
And you're like, watch me live. I'm doing it right now. I was like, ain't nobody doing that. Well, and that shit pumped me up that I was like, if we keep staying quiet, homie, they're going to keep on doing shit. And I heard they took away their championship.
They did. They stripped them of the championship. They fired the coach, as they should.
As they should, bro.
But that's kind of showing... Like, one of my younger homies, like, hey, fool, that's dope, man. You're showing us the game on that level. I said, yeah, because...
Instead of, like getting physical, mira, we're going to go with paperwork.
Mira, carnal. A gun, yeah, it could do many things. It could take your life. It could take your...
Somebody else's life.
It could rob somebody. It could do this. But a pen can legally take your life. A pen can legally take your house.
Well, that shit gave me goosebumps.
A pen can legally take your fucking money, homie. Everything, homie. They don't got to put a gun, homie. That's what I'm trying to show these vatos. A pen is much mightier than a sword. And take that same mentality that we did in the streets of banging and this and that, but take it into the business end, homie. Take it into that word.
That's why I fuck with you, dog, because everything that you survived in the 90s, you brought it into the 2000s, 2020s. Now you're using all that knowledge that you survived. Hold on, let me get a pen. And it was funny because when you interviewed me, you already had a pen, paper. I was like, damn, this about to already got paperwork on me. He
got the cobijas, fool.
I was like, that's cool, because you were the first person that had actually done some background work on me. And I was like, that's cool.
Well, yeah, I always do that with every guest. Even let's say a day before, I sit down. All right, let me start fucking running. Let me running who it is, or if he's from a certain area, maybe I'll tap in one of his homies or somebody.
Always somebody, dog.
Yeah, especially if you're from the area, you're gonna know somebody.
From the Valle, you're gonna know somebody.
You're gonna know somebody. So I always get my book out there. Hit all the things.
These are the little black boots.
And then there's always certain questions that I know I want to hit because you know how to do this. Sometimes you go and like, fuck, I forgot to ask him about this. So that's what we do. But yeah, homie, we're out here making noise. We're out here kind of I think educating at the same time entertaining, homeboy, because some people will sit there also and say, hey man, how you gonna be talking this gang stuff? I thought you were about positive. I'm not one of those guys. Oh, man, I'm a positive. Fuck all that, homie. I'm out here giving you the truth.
Aquí está la neta,
Aquí está la neta. Here it is raw.
¿Quieres corte o no? Pero aquí está el paperwork.
Yeah, here it is, homie. I ain't one of those guys, I'm just pushing positivity. Nah, homie. I'm pushing the truth. I'm pushing the line. And I'm ruffling feathers, homie. That's what we do on the channel, carnal.
I see. I remember when you pulled up SPMs with paperwork.
And people still to this day.
They still don't believe you.
Okay, so the big thing with SPM, the one thing they'll tell me to try to say it didn't happen. Man, there was no DNA evidence. Man, the girl lied. There's a video of it, right? So the first one I say, yeah, there's no DNA evidence because he's not in there for the 13-year-old. That's a fake story that his whole crew or his whole fucking people pushed out there. SPM, for the record, is in prison for going down on a 9-year-old little girl, homie.
What?
That's a fact, homie. That's not a...
Oh, hell no.
That's a fact, homie.
I've been trying to figure this out for fucking 20 years.
No, that's okay. That's exactly
what I'm telling you.
That's exactly what happened to me.
He digs.
Listen. That's exactly what happened. Check this out.
Fuck that motherfucker.
Check this out. So I forgot. I started hearing about him like before I did that video, right? And that's how I do my videos. I'll just be driving, I hear something, and it just fucking fires me up, right? So I'm like, you know what, dude? Fuck no, we got the internet. What the fuck can I figure out? What happened to SPM?
I stopped bumping his shit like in 2000, 2001.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, as soon as I heard that, I was like, I don't care how good your music was, dog. Bam, you're out the door.
So check this out. I started doing my homework. I went and got his appeal papers from 2000, I think in like 11 or something. I could be wrong in the year, right? And his appeal paper, it said that he is in there for a 9-year-old. He is not in there for the 13-year-old, okay? That was the original charge, was a 13-year-old.
So that 9-year-old right now is how old?
She's probably like 20-something, 30-something maybe.
Damn.
But they always say there's a video of the girl recanting the story. And I've always said, where's the video? Show me the video and I'll post it. That video don't exist. That video, you have a better chance of finding Bigfoot, homeboy, than finding that video, carnal. Straight up. That video does not exist, homeboy. And if anybody has that video of that girl...
ESPN walking through the bushes.
Yeah. If that video exists, send it to me. I'll post it. I'll be like, hey, you know what? There is a video of a girl recanting her story. It doesn't exist. It's full of shit. He was charged for the 13-year-old, right? When he was out on bail, this fool got caught with two 14-year-olds in the hotel. Era mañaco, güey. Era mañaco. Huh? I want to say he was in late 20s.
Damn, he era maniac.
He was a maniac.
Fully XG rated.
And then, while he's going to court, 7 girls underage came and testified that he was with them. 12 to 14-year-old girls. Because fools be like, hey, well, that's not evidence. I said, so 7 girls coming to court? I said, 1? Okay, yeah. 2, hasta 2, güey. Maybe se pusieron juntas. Hey, güey, vamos a hacer esta madre para
feria con este güey.
Pero 7, güey. No mames. No, 7. Come on.
Yeah.
And people just, they can't come to the realization that their hero is a fucking child molester.
Yeah, and you know what? The same people that say, I think he's not guilty.
Who's considering him a hero? Oh, yeah.
Texas.
No, not everybody from Texas.
No, not everybody from Texas, but a lot of people from Texas. Why is he a hero? Because a hero can't do no wrong. That's why a hero can't do no wrong. If you got a guy,
not just that, but there's a certain spot, certain cities from Texas that ain't playing ball with him. They're just waiting for him to come out. His city does, but other cities. Charlie, homie, they're like, we ain't wanting
and
that.
And the reason I say hero is because I got a bunch of fucking people on my comment section trying to talk shit to me.
Man, like you did it, huh?
And then I put it back. I said, all right, where's the video, homie?
And all these people are youngsters that they weren't even around.
Yeah,
come on.
They weren't even. Listen. That's why you gotta like and subscribe my channel, fool. That's why you gotta keep. That's why you gotta keep up, carnal. So listen, it's the reality. So that's the kind of shit that we do. We come out here. It's all out there. You just got to go out there and look for it. But people are either ain't really into it, too lazy.
Or they don't know how to look for the paperwork on the internet.
They don't know how to look for it.
They have a loose list, but they scared. They don't know how to use the internet.
It was a very false narrative. What's name kept pushing that narrative, and it's kind of a shame. Baby Bash said it on Vlad TV. Oh yeah, he's in there for the 13-year-old, and then she got pregnant. Which I was like, all right, that could happen. You know, if the girl's at a strip club. Oh, another thing in the paperwork. The next week or whatever, they asked the girl, the 13-year-old, hey, so did he know you were 13? And she said, no, but he used to go pick me up at junior high.
What? Oh, my God. No way, dog.
Come on. He's like, are you a TA? She's like, no, I'm in like 7th grade. Like, come on now, homie.
Hey, pick me up on the side of the fence, on the side of the baseball field.
Listen, he definitely had priors. The guy, he's got an issue. He's definitely got an issue. He's one guy I wouldn't invite to the carne asada. I'm not inviting to my fucking house. That's why I hear people trying to back him up. All right, take him with your kids. See,
If
take
you
him
have
camping.
daughters, homie.
Yeah, take him camping with your kids. See what happens. Nah, homie, wrong is wrong.
He's been locked up for a long time.
He's gonna get out next year.
The Lions waiting.
2 years, no?
No, next year I believe. Yeah, I believe next year he's getting out. That's gonna be interesting in Texas.
Let's see if he takes your interview.
I doubt it. I doubt. No, yeah, he's not. Homie.
Well, whatever. But at least whatever you said is facts.
Oh yeah, no,
that's all that matters.
If it wasn't facts, sue me. If it wasn't facts, fucking give me the video of the girl saying. All I'm doing is relating the shit that's already on paperwork, homie. Wow. He's not in general population in Texas. He's in a PC yard. And there's not that many PC yards in Texas. So when people sit there and try to back him up, it's a false narrative. And a lot of it, he pushed it, right?
See.
And people just believed it. I believed it for all those years. I thought it was a 13-year-old.
So did I.
I did too. I was like, but then when I said,
so you're like, hold on.
And I said, wait a minute, this was in there for a fucking 9-year-old, homie.
Oh, that shit gets you hotter.
Yeah, come on, dude. I got a daughter. I got 2 granddaughters. I got nieces.
That shit just hits.
Yeah, homie, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. And for anybody to make excuses for that, yeah, homie. So, chale con that vato, carnal. So, with me, nah, homie. He's convicted. It's done. It's not alleged anymore. It's a done deal. Homie.
So, what else is new? What else is new in the life of American Cholo?
Right
What's the latest cheese?
Oh, the latest controversy is the Tyga video, homeboy.
The Tiger? Which one?
The one, Ay Caramba, that the young guys like this guy over here thinks it's cool, homeboy.
Ay Caramba.
It's a generational gap, I believe.
It's cool. Bro, that's a racist ass video.
Yes, it is. I'm knowing. Yes, it is. And I've been
posting that shit on all.
It is. It seems like the generational gap between the young and the old. The young seems to believe that we're old heads and that we just trying to stir shit up. We're not trying to stir up. We're trying to have a conversation. Hey, dude, this is disrespectful. It's disrespectful whether it was in the 90s, 2000s, or 2022.
You could look at it like this: Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg have never disrespected the raza.
No,
to
never,
this day.
never.
Why do all these new generation rappers start with all this bullshit?
Because the younger generation is so much more entwined with the hip hop community and the culture, which is fine. It is what it is. But at the same time, don't lose your roots. Don't lose that respect for your people because those are your abuelos they're talking about, homie. Those are the grandfathers they're talking. I live with my father-in-law, homeboy. My father-in-law is 70 years old, the hardest working man in show business. That vato's retired. He worked at a golf course, right, for like 35 years.
Which one?
Over here, up the street. Up.
The one on Burbank?
No, up in the hills over here. One of these rich ones.
Oh, the nice one.
Yeah, he worked in one of those, right? He wakes up at 8 in the morning. Yeah, in Calabasas. 8 in the morning. He won't be done till about 7, 8 o'clock. Just
mowing that shit.
Mowing, cutting, doing.
Fucking golfers, huh?
And I see a man like him, and that's when I think of like when people get assaulted. When I hear people disrespecting, when I see people with the mariachi suit laughing, I look at him and I'm like, dude, this man came to this country, struggled all his fucking life, raised 5 kids. Yeah, we were to a point that we're gang members, but now everybody's living normal lives.
Like, I feel like a lot of the paisanos that like have a taco stand and all that. Like recently, what happened with that lady?
Yeah,
and she started spitting on the food
and
everything.
Disgusting.
I'm like, dog, if that's your wife or something, suck that bitch back up, homie. What's wrong with you, homie?
This is the difference. No, but not even that. Not even that. Hey, see, not even that. This is the difference. Look, this is the difference. This is the difference. Our generational youngers, they'd rather make an excuse than get involved.
They're
off
scared.
The bat, right?
They're going to deport us or something.
Let me ask you this: if that was a Latino lady doing that, and it was a African American fucking food thing, you don't think the African American would have socked her up? They would have socked her up. They would have socked her up.
En caliente.
Come on, you and I both know that, homie. And if they would have jumped that lady right there, any negro driving by would have stopped.
They would have stopped and it's on.
Yeah, we would have seen negros jumping a Latino. Not me myself, but a lot of us, some younger generation like this guy would look and just
see.
There it is, homie.
Hey, Exo, look the other way.
Don't talk about his papers, homie. The feds are listening.
Let me get a litro, porfa.
But that's the thing, homie. We don't get involved. We'd rather sit there and fucking film it.
See.
And do that. But
so what, was she supposed to get punched? I got a perfect.
So
you should go to jail for her crime.
All
you can do is film.
I don't know.
So you think violence against violence is a solution?
I believe if somebody's in,
if
you let me talk, I'll do it. If you let me talk, I'll do it. Right?
I thought you were about the pen and the paper.
If you let me talk, I'll do it. You gonna let me talk or no?
Well, you saying words in my mouth.
Yeah, because you. Okay, are you ready?
When he says that kid, he's not saying.
Let's count down. Let's count backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7. We good now? Okay. If somebody's in my place and I'm working there, right? If somebody's right here right now and walks into this place and starts spitting on all this equipment, guess what? I'm pushing them. I'm not going to say I'm going to sock them. I'm grabbing them. I'm putting them to the ground. Straight up. That's what I'm doing. You need to get physical with them.
You know you might go to jail for that?
You shouldn't go to jail for it.
You shouldn't, but you might.
Not in yours.
As a paisa, yeah, I won't get
okay,
I won't defend you.
That's your. It's not about. See, but it's not about creer muy protector. It's not about that, brother. It's not about that.
You've never seen a paisa get harassed, and did you defend him?
If I see him, yes, I would. I've never.
You've been in LA your whole life. You've never seen it?
I've never seen it something like that, homie. Come on, carnal. Nah, homie.
I've done it a couple of times.
Come on, homie.
I've done that shit a couple of times.
Okay. Tell you what. You know where I see it at? You know where I see it a lot? Not like that. I see it where I work. I work construction, right? I'll give you a perfect example.
The non-unions versus the unions.
Yeah, no. Listen, I work in the rich area, right? I'm coming off. There's a car parked in front of this house, right? The lady comes out. She's the gata, fool. She's not even the owner of the house. I thought
she's a carrying.
She's gata is pretty much. It's pretty much the maid. It's the maid, right?
Okay.
So she comes out, and there's two grader guys out there. They're not even from my company, but they work in the same job site. Muevan este carro, this and that. Why is this car parked right here? This is only for my employees. And I went up to her. Le dije, ¿qué es el problema? No, pues este carro está aquí. Y sí, ¿qué es el problema? Ustedes no tienen derecho. Esto, mira, de primero, tenemos el derecho. De segundo, ese carro es de usted. It's from your employee. Before you fucking talk, get your story straight. And she just kind of
Andaba brava.
Why? Because she saw some Mexican people that she could talk shit to that are most likely illegal. But that's why I jump in and I talk to him.
Pero no crees que es una mujer con huevos nomás? Just because you're Mexican, you're assuming que te habló así.
No, because she works for,
she's
she probably
talking
works
down
for a
on
rich person.
Te vio mexicano, sí te vio mexicano.
You should be able to know on the tone of voice and how they're looking
That's the
at
thing
you.
right now. Everyone thinks everything's about race. Oh, lo hizo por raza. Dude, some people just tienen huevos. Hay gente de Sinaloa que te va a hablar así.
I'm going to do nothing because I have papers. So
yeah, that's exactly. I work in those areas. You know the tone they're talking. It wasn't like it was one parking space. There was a bunch of. It was just. She said, "You guys cannot park in front of my house."
And
this
it's
is
a
for
city.
And all the time it was employee. It was her employer's car. It wasn't even our car. That's why I was fucking.
She didn't even know what she was barking.
She didn't even know what she was barking about. She just said, "Oh, she's barking at the wrong person." After she looked at me, she got pissed off and left. And that happens all the time.
Tengo un buen día, gata.
That happens all the time. But it's funny how we just got off the BLM, which was what? Racial thing, right? BLM, Black Lives Matter. That was racial. That was a huge racial movement. You had thousands and thousands of people out there. So the African Americans can get racial. LGBTQ, they can talk about their sexual preference, right? The Güeros already got it made because they're already running Congress, they're already running the Senate, they're already the presidents, right? When it comes to us, brown men, it's always don't get into your feelings. Yeah. It's always don't talk about race. It's stay on the sidelines. Let us do our thing every single time. But that's why we are where we are. And that's why people don't have their papers. Because it's been since 1989, since they passed any legislation to have people who work, are taking care of business, get their green card.
What about all these people that are trying to come from like Honduras and anywhere else that are marching all the way straight to Mexico and they're like, chale, we're going to march right through?
Well, me personally, I'm for strong borders, homie. I'm not for opening the borders and let everybody in because what's going to happen is you're going to have another 10,000 back there. And then you're going to have another 10,000 back there. What I'm for is you put a border, you shut it down, you make it strong, but you also put a pathway to citizenship. You put a pathway where it takes about...
Que haga ganas para algo.
But you don't think that reforma is telling people in Guatemala that eventually va a haber otra reforma?
Yes, I know they are.
That's literally what, like, that's why. That's why my parents came here, because they're like, va a haber otra reforma, I'm going to go in now.
Yeah, and also because they've got a new president who's not tough on immigration, and he's taking that Title 42 away, and they're going to have all these people come in. and that's wrong because it's not fair for the people who have been here, right? It's not fair to the country itself because look what's going on out here, fool. There's fucking dope fiends everywhere. There's people all over the streets. We got such...
En la Valle se está poniendo...
Güey, ya se está poniendo más como Los Ángeles, güey. It looks like downtown back in the days. It wasn't like that before.
Frisco's bad.
Oh, Frisco's horrible, homeboy. Frisco's horrible.
Sacramento también.
So we've
Walking
got
zombies.
We've got our own major issues. What we have to do as a country, right, to better everything off. We can sit there, close the border, make an immigration pathway here, and then I push for this. I push for political power. I push for us to get into Congress, Senate, and you start changing the policies that affect Mexico, that affect Central America. Bring the jobs from China, put them over there, homie.
Eso sí.
Put them over there. That way you don't have this problem with how right now we're having, we don't have the...
We don't got the boats out there hanging around in the ports.
And then you're making the Central Americans, you're making... Because most of the people that come to this country, if they have work in their country, they'll stay there. They love their country. But who wouldn't come to America if you're fucking starving over there, dude?
Y no sale. No sale.
No sale, güey. $50 a fucking week? Breaking your back for 12 hours a day?
Fuck,
No chingues.
man.
No.
Yeah, hay unos que menos.
No, dude, I understand the struggle. I absolutely do, dude. I was born in a third world country, carnal. I know the struggle. But to sit there and just think you're going to open the border and some people, oh, no, this is our land. Listen, homie, that war's over, carnal. This is America. It is what it is. But that's why you're sitting here smoking a nice little joint. That's why you're sitting here.
Nobody's harassing me. Remember back then we couldn't, you get caught with this, ticket and jail.
No. If you make your bread, ain't nobody coming at you talking about, hey, man, you need to break me off. Or you have a puesto somewhere in down south of the border and, hey, you need to break me off. Like, nah, homie, who wants to live like that?
I'll be like, the only place I'm breaking off is Hong Kong.
They got good Chinese food over there.
See, I heard the supper's good. You know?
But back to the Tyga song, man. If the African Americans, the ones that there's a lot. Okay, there's a lot that do agree it's disrespectful as fuck. All right, and
because I have a lot of black homies, and I've asked them, and they were like, they had a mix of opinions of it. You know, like I said, because I fuck with a lot of my black homies in a dog game or just in general.
Just in general.
You know, I have a very open mind of not being. Like, oh, well, he's this. I'm not going to fuck with him. Oh, he's this. Nah, homie.
A man's a man, homie.
A man's a man. I don't care what kind of accent you got. Like, let's talk. We all have a heart.
Yeah, of course. If you were to reverse the roles, okay, the song itself, I don't care. It don't fade. If I were here on the
video,
it's the video. If I were here on the radio, I wouldn't give a shit.
But the way they made that video,
it's the video. Fool. Come on, you got the greasy fat Mexican guy eating chips with tortillas. So let's reverse the fucking thing. You got a greasy fat black guy in a fucking ghetto ass house eating fried chicken or mashed potatoes, homeboy, with watermelons raining on him. Come on, fool.
That's true.
And
those are facts.
And that's the way you got to put it out there for people to kind of see, like, well, you know, you're kind of right. And it's, again, it's a shame for people to try to tell us we shouldn't be insulted.
Or we should stay in our lane. Nah. Hold on. You got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Is like sooner or later somebody's going to pick your card and you're going to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. And somebody's going to press you, dog.
We're the only people in America, homeboy, that they can talk shit about. That they can do mockery shit about.
And get away with it.
Because we start fighting amongst one another right away. Instead of putting that energy and saying, all right, homie, this is wrong. I don't give a fuck. Oh, yeah. Some people say, oh, yeah, but we do this. We hate on each other. Okay, that's a different argument. If you want to have that discussion on a different day, well, let's have that discussion. But right now, the Tyga video, is it wrong as a community? Yeah, it's fucking wrong, homie. Are we saying
bypassing it?
Yeah, are we saying he's racist? Are we saying he meant on purpose? No, but he's tone deaf, and most of America's tone deaf when it comes to
whoever directed that video knew exactly what the fuck.
But even him, he should have been like,
should have known better.
He has to say yes to the project.
Well, no, he doesn't. No, at this point, I'm sure when he was brand new, at this point, he's got to be like, hey, dude, this is tone deaf. He just did. He heard the Carne Asada backlash. He heard the YG one, so he already kind of heard it. So to me, I kind of upset me more because if I felt like, is this guy really doing it more on purpose to get the controversy, to get the views? Because he got the views. He got the most views on that video than all his other videos.
He got us talking right now, and it's good because we have a platform to openly talk about our own feelings.
But the good thing about calling out, I spoke to. How do I say it? I spoke to somebody that's close to his camp. Like this, right? Called me up, homie. Called me up. He's like, hey, Gil, I just want to talk to you, homie. He's like, I don't want you to say who I am, but I want to talk to you. And he gave me the breakdown. He's like, I heard it. And at first I was like, but he's like, I couldn't really say shit. He's like, I think it's wrong. There's a lot of guys who think it's wrong. And he's like, when I see him in about a month, I'm going to talk to him. Be like, hey, man, there's a lot of people talking. He's like, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm pushing up on the guy. He straight said it. He's like, but I will have that discussion. I said, thank you. That's what it's about. And that's
communication.
Communication, homie. In other words, we're in a relationship. In America, we're in a relationship. We, as Raza, are in a relationship with whites, Asians, African Americans, Indians, whatever it is, right? Or we're on the yarda, right? But the yarda is over here in America. And on the yarda, we're telling you before we jump, hey, dude, I feel disrespected, homie. I feel disrespected. But the problem is, I'm telling an African American, I feel disrespected, and I got my own kind behind me say, hey, it ain't that big a deal. Hey, homie.
Now you're making it in it.
Yeah, you got my back
or his back.
Yeah, we're not trying to fight here. We're not trying to do. We're trying to have that discussion to let them know we don't like it, homie.
That's all.
That's it. We don't like it. You're tone deaf. Look to yesterday the vice president. The president's wife, the first lady, made a speech. They're really pushing to get the Latino vote, right? They're really pushing to get the Latino vote. So she's making a speech. I'm paraphrasing here, and she's talking about, oh, Miami has this, Puerto Ricans have this, and she's like, in Texas, man, something like, you Mexicans are like a breakfast taco. You're this and I'm like, oh Jesus.
What's a breakfast taco?
I don't know, but I'm like, you're comparing us to
breakfast burrito.
No, but it's like that's how tone deaf they are. That's how they're not in tune.
Taco Tuesday,
yeah, they're not in tune. They're not in tune to us at all. Why?
They're like their own little state.
No, they're in tune. They're in tune more into the LGBTQ, into the brothers, because they deal a lot with them. When it comes to us, they don't put us on because, again, stay on the sidelines. Stay on the sidelines. We'll take care of you.
But they need a lowrider who they call.
When? Let me ask you this: when in the history of the world, homie, has one race taken care of another?
Never.
Damn. Me quedé callado.
Never, homie. Never. It's a fact. It's a fucking fact.
Fuck, homie. I'm telling you need to fucking qualify for something out there, bro. Because you out there fucking throwing game.
You want to go back to that racism stuff that you said. The whole video thing that came back to it. Why it's racist, bro? Why was Speedy Gonzalez created? Why?
Arriba, yepa.
It was a white boy telling a Mexican, ándale, cabrón, apúrate, güey. Arriba, cabrón.
But to me, it was the whole video, man. It was tone deaf. It was tone deaf. Yeah, it was tone deaf, like majorly tone deaf, dude.
Well, I hope we get his attention, either to TMZ or somebody.
That's why I hit up, but that's the way we do it.
It is what it is, man.
I could call his people.
That's what it is. It's like, hey, dude, we just want to have that conversation. We want to make it to where to me, it was this. The guy, when I talked to him, right, that's in his circle, he's like, well, what would you want, Kill? I said, really, what I would want? I would want him to make an apology and say, you know what, man, I didn't mean this. I was tone deaf on it. I'll educate myself more. And then take that video down and reshoot the video.
Especially because he knows he's in California and damn, it's full of Mexicans here.
But you know what?
His team is Mexican.
Hey, yeah, yes.
His team is Mexican.
You see what I'm saying? His own team letting it pass by, homie.
Yeah. Well, because some people don't want to say anything because they don't want to be ostracized.
They don't want to be jobless.
They're called yes men.
Yeah, they're called yes men, homie. That's the issue. But until we actually start speaking up, look at the Asians, homie. The Asians about a year and a half ago had the Asian hate. They pushed it. Boom. They got a hate law passed within like 4 months.
I saw.
That's powerful.
And all that shit started in Frisco, too.
And the Asians are such a small community.
Mm-hmm.
But what?
But they united.
They come together, oh man.
Like, you're not going to beat up my grandma?
When Asian leaves China and comes here, he has to begin from where in one house with all the other Asians and begin from the ground until you mix it up to where that other Asians are.
Yeah.
That's how they carry themselves. And they pass their money along with each other. That's why they start at the Chinese restaurant. From there they move
That's
up,
right.
and
That's
then
right.
move up.
Yeah,
That's
but
how the Asian race works.
Fucking all kinds of knowledge getting thrown around.
Pero nosotros no, güey. Nosotros, it's unfortunate. We
agarrar la pala y a chingarle.
Yeah. The judíos too. They come from Israel. They get them into work. Yeah. Hey, but you notice one thing. It's funny how people always say, "Oh, don't take." Have you ever seen anybody trying to mock the Jews?
No.
They don't fuck with the Jews, fool. They do not even come close. Not even come close to it. Because why? Because the Jews run the industry. Yeah, they run
They
the
run
industry.
the show.
They got the money.
The soldiers.
They got the money. And if you came out, imagine you did a sharmuta type. That's like puto in Hebrew, right? Sharmuta, and you have this big nose Jew coming with
Like for Halloween.
no, like for a video, a tyga video.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
no. He ain't
that's
ready
on
to
TMZ
touch that.
that day. That's just shut down. He's making an apology. What's the name? They caught him slipping like that. What's the guy? The one that has 10 kids, was married to Mariah Carey.
For Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon was on a podcast filming himself about 2 years ago, and he started talking shit about the Jews.
I thought he was a black Jewish.
I don't know, homie. He started talking shit about the Jews, right?
That's what he said.
Oh, he one of these. Hey,
He said it.
Within a week or two, all his shit was shut down. He was on fucking air apologizing, homie.
It was off NBC that quick.
Yeah, like this.
see?
One phone call, fool.
Hey, si quitaron al Trump,
That's
quítale ese
power.
también.
That's
Yeah,
power,
that's true.
fool. That's
Fuck
fucking-
shadow ban.
Fuck shadow ban. I'm making. Hey, what? This was. Oh,
Quítale todo.
yeah.
I saw a report the other day on Instagram that and then it was a full article, like report. I forgot what page it was, but it was talking about how the power of the Jews control this whole industry.
Oh yes.
And it was a Jewish guy saying, if you cut through us, we cut you down.
Mm-hmm.
Así
That's-
tan sencillo lo dijo. We cut you down, we cut through.
That's why people dress the way they do nowadays, because the whoever runs the industry also pretty much runs the clothing line, and they say, you know what, put this Gucci on, put this on, put this on. Why? Because I'm making money off
Put
that.
these high water pants on.
Whatever it is, you're gonna put this on. I'm gonna sell this for $500, and people are gonna buy it because
You wore it.
you wore it. That's the game, homie.
And marketing.
Well, it's marketing. They got the power.
Marketing, Balenciaga, whatever the fuck that shit is. That brand is owned by a white boy, not by the owner that made it from Paris. None of his kids, not nobody.
What?
It's a white boy from the United States, fucking milking everybody with the name, saying he's from Paris.
Which one? What brand?
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, te
The
digo,
owner
aquí
Balenciaga
estamos
died-
aprendiendo
Balenciaga
todo.
died like in 1914, some shit.
It's a hustle, homeboy. It's a hustle, carnal.
The old man mentality's here.
Oh,
Hey, nah, pues, I mean, this is some knowledge that you just threw at me right now.
no, it's a fact. It's a white boy, bro, fucking literally doing marketing, and he's fucking running the machine.
So what's up with you, man? I see, you've been having some injuries
man,
lately,
well,
carnal.
it's all
You're
right,
off the
man.
roster or what?
Nah, I'm ready. I'm ready, homie. Hey, let me in, coach. Let me in, coach. Like the water boy. I'm gonna knock somebody out right now, homie.
That's right.
You know, like, you can't stop me, dog. You can't stop me.
They're trying to take you out the podcast game, homie.
Something, dog. Like, but you know what? Like how you were talking about that other dude. You know, of him mocking the whole thing. He should have been more respectful about it, talking about it, instead of like just making. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're talking about what is that? I say it wrong. Duno.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing with Duno was, and this is the reason I made the platform that I made. Why? So I could scream up there.
CCC.
Porque si no, wait, they're not gonna listen to you. If I was just some guy with it and I did the video, it wouldn't get a beep, homie.
I think people that have a platform that and their raza, and they got some kind of audience and everything, and we reach out to them, and they don't even open our DMs or nothing.
But that happens all the time.
Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
But that's why we can't fuck with you neither.
Well, but no, see, I do it a little bit different. I did it where I made the video. Very respectful, by the way. It wasn't talking shit.
Yeah, I saw you.
Right? Very
I saw
respectful. And I'm telling him, hey, I'm calling you out, but I'm not calling you out for a fight. I'm calling you out for a conversation. I said,
For some chicken and waffles.
yeah. If he made his storyline, he's pretty much mocking it. Wow, you guys tired, talking all that shit, right? And I said, you were better off not saying anything, like a lot of other raza, right? And if you are gonna say something, keep it respectful to the line. Hey, homie, it's not disrespectful to me. I don't really see it, guys. I respect your view. Keep it pushing, homie. But again, when you start attacking and you're diverting, doing what everybody else does to us. Why are you being sensitive? Why are you this? No, homie, I'm telling you how I'm feeling, homie. And it's got nothing to do with the age. It's got to do with my maturity. Like I told him, I'm sure your mom's told you stuff when you were young and you were like, que sabe? And then you got older, like, damn, mom's was right. I'm trying to tell you as an older homie. I'm trying to tell you as a father. I'm trying to tell you I got grandkids, homie. I'm trying to tell you as a brown man, that shit's disrespectful. Don't
and
let
if
that
you didn't have a platform, you wouldn't be shit.
I wouldn't be shit. I wouldn't be heard. I got on the. I hit him up today. He got back at me. He's supposed to call me.
Oh, he hit you up?
Yeah, AD.
There you go. You got the attention.
I got in touch.
Best.
AD put it on his live yesterday, the whole video, and they talked about it, and they're like, they both had good points. Homie, the older homie, like, he came at him right. Like, that's something they need to deal with and hopefully talk. And that's what it is.
That's all we were trying to do.
That's it, homie. That's it. It ain't no mocking. It ain't no fucking cloud chasing. It ain't none of that. 'Cause that's the first thing anybody. Oh, you cloud? Nah, homie. Cloud chasing with me saying, "F that guy. Let's run the fade." Then you're making a fucking punch.
Yeah, like it'll make you look dumb because you're such an old timer.
Yeah.
Like, why are you picking a fight with
that,
the little
well,
kid
that'd be doing like the whack 100 type shit, homie. That's what that is. That's a pancho. Then yeah, you try. And no, I'm just trying to. Like I said, I'm building this platform so I could sit there and scream up, and hopefully you'll hear me. And they're hearing, right?
And they're hearing.
I
see you,
homie.
dog.
They're
I
hearing,
see you,
homie.
man. When you go live, you should be fucking. Them numbers are going up, and people from I think from all over the fucking the United States.
Oh yeah,
be
for sure,
homie.
and all races, all ethnicities, all kind of backgrounds, and we have that conversation. You know, people will sometimes say, "Oh, girl, you're away." I said, "Homie, I usually go live on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, my phone line is up there. Every Tuesday, you can tap it on the link and come and talk whatever shit you want. My phone, that Google line, you can call it anytime. I have people call it all the time.
All the time.
Are you live? I
answer.
said, no, but what's up? Oh, shit, you answer. I just answer my phone all the time, homie.
Like I said, this is not the trappy line, but this is when you want some advice line.
Yeah, you want to have a real fucking conversation about anything that I talk about?
That's why I fuck with your energy, dog, because you're older than me, and your generation and my generation is dying now.
Oh, yeah, it's gone, homie.
It's gone,
It's
homie.
gone.
And I still have that respect that I'm like, fuck, I should be dressing the same way I did in the 90s, homie. No, I no cambio, dog, but this is just me, my comfortable way.
Right.
I don't need to be all Gucci down, Louis Vuitton down. Give me some checker shorts.
Well, it's kind of the style is coming back. The lingo, not so much. But I think the big disconnect is with the younger generation is because of the influence of sports, the influence of hip hop, rightfully so. You know, other favorite sports guys are mostly African American. You know, some do like baseball, but mostly like football. Basketball as a kid, so most kids will have a black jersey. Say, I want to be Kobe.
Just like let's say back then in the 90s, bro, they used to call us gangsters, gang bangers, like street gangsters, whatever. And all of a sudden we became cholos. When that word cholo will come out of a different race was a disrespect to us.
You know what? Not to me. I used to actually consider myself a cholo. I used to actually have this is when YA, right? When I'm in jail and we're having that conversation, hey, what do you consider yourself? We have homies have a conversation. Some will be like gangster. I said, I'm a cholo, homie. I'm a straight cholo. I started banging in 1989. So I came
straight 80s.
Yeah, I came.
Empezó lo bueno, huh?
Yeah, I came off the 80s.
You
and
pulled our wood to the park. Vámonos.
Homie, I remember wearing the hairnets, homie.
Oh my God,
like that, straight up. I remember wearing the hairnets.
Yeah, that's OG right there.
And then you get your fucking I
pañuelo,
don't dress like that now.
Your
homie.
pañuelo,
Yeah,
but
you
when
get
you
your
got
fucking
pictures,
thing.
it shows you, homie, you've been with it.
Yeah, well, you see the pictures I got, homie. People are like, that's me, homie.
You fools are deep at the parque, homie.
And eventually, the hood life took me to where, you go from cholo to the kind of that gangsterism because it started.
And a lot of those people from your neighborhood look up to you now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's dope,
for sure.
bro. Like, you're bringing a positive impact to your own community.
Yes, homie. And I used to be looked up in my hood for being that fool, for being that motherfucker. A lot of people think I'm full of shit, but do you really think I could talk the shit I do and I live 4 blocks from the heart of my hood? And I talk a lot of shit, homie. And I say shit about gangs that are low level. And you don't think if I was a buster in my hood, the homies wouldn't be like, hey, fool, you can't be talking like that, homie. Who the fuck are you?
Eso sí.
All the guys that I grew up with, Predikt, let's say a core group, well, a bunch of homies, but the core group, like in 96, right? That was my peak year of gangbanging, let's say. Like the 10 fools that I grew up, maybe 2 or 3 are out here. The rest are dead or in prison doing life, homie. Fuck. And that's just a fucking fact. And that's the world I came out of.
That's that gang life.
Yeah, I came out of that gang life where when I, let's say, retired out of my hood, I was top of the food chain, homie. Anybody could run it, homie. Stranger from Hollywood.
Like right now, when I see youngsters doing photo shoots with Frisco Benz or the Charlie Brown, like, homie, do you know what would happen to you if you walked out your door?
Oh,
walking over to the bus stop, homie, you best believe a a carload full of gangbangers are going to pull up on you in
That
caliente.
was the
There ain't no
uniform.
photo shoot here, homie.
Yeah, that was the uniform.
If your mom let you wear that shit, your mom already knows you was active. Que eras de la pandilla.
That was the uniform back then, fool.
With the black logs.
Yeah, you know, right? You drive down a neighborhood, you know who's a gangbanger. It's not even if, ands, or buts. Or maybe it's a guy who's a kind of wannabe and just he wants to get into the hood, right? But pretty much, it's like when you go to the Army, you see this is the Navy, this is the Marine, this is this. The
This
Crips
is the
and Blood
Navy
will be
SEALs.
blood. Yeah, it's like
CCC.
a lot of homies will wear certain clothes. You know, you other hoods, you kind of know, but
You
knew.
just are new.
You knew. You pull up on a block, homie, you got 10, 20 motherfuckers out there. Straight up. That was the gang life. The big difference, the biggest difference now, listen, will a fool still kill you and take your head off? Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, right now everybody's just riding around,
May-
dog.
may-
and
maybe even quicker because they watch too
much
much
YouTube videos and they just pull it out y vámonos,
they
homie.
play too much Call of Duty. They think it's all fun and games, but then once you're in that cell looking at fucking 25 to life, then come talk to me, homie. That's the problem with these young
You
guys.
think it was cool that that guy that took out Nipsey got a calentada before he went?
Oh, that
Corte?
guy's gonna continue to get those.
That fool was. Hey, he was waiting on that calentada for a whole year, homie.
yeah,
I was like, damn, this about to still looks feed, man. One day out of nowhere, boom! Right before Corte, the sheriff looked the other way.
Right before his guilty verdict. Yeah, he's gonna end up going PC, but he's gonna.
Yeah, but hey, whoever that sheriff is, props to him though, man, because we've been waiting on something.
Yeah, dude.
You know, shout out to Nipsey Hussle, man, because that fool was.
Yeah, he was special.
He was special.
He was
homie.
special, homie. He
the
was
marathon
definitely special.
continues, man.
Yeah, that
you
guy.
know, and he will look out for Raza and you know, rest in peace Nipsey Hussle and rest in peace Coco Loco. You know, there was a video of both of them together, dog. You know, now they're both in heaven. You
Yeah,
know,
a lot. Like many people who didn't know or won't know. Oh, that fool ain't no legend. Nah, Nipsey's a legend. Out here,
Nipsey's
homie. a
hard,
legend,
bro.
homie. Yeah, that
like
fool,
I didn't even know about Nipsey till my boy Coco put me on like in 2015, and I was like, hey, bro, this fool kind of hard.
Oh, he's hard.
And then like I started listening to more of his music, and I was like, hey, fool, this fool's official. He's like, listen to this. The
he had a
Marathon
message
Continues.
and all this shit too. He had a message.
His wordplay.
His wordplay and just the message alone, homie. Like, you know what? Run your money up, do that, cut the
He
middleman
used to try to
out.
guide everybody, and guess what? They still hated on him.
Well, that's just how it is.
Qué
bro.
feo.
But it's a shame because after the Nipsey murder, there was it kind of reminded me of after the '92 riots. Even though I was in jail, but I remember seeing it. Right?
Oh, I remember
a lot of peacefulness, a lot of people coming together, and you had the blue and
You're
red
talking
rag.
about after the Rodney King shit, right?
After the Rodney King one.
So, yo me acuerdo que estaba mirando las noticias at that time, and damn, I just remember when that fool Reginald Danny.
Yes.
Is that his name? He pulled over
The
on
güero
his
in the
truck,
truck.
y llegaron como 2 o 3 negros, llegaron y le abrieron la puerta and they fucking smashed him with a brick, homie, and that fool just black. I was like, anybody that was not black, do not go down South Central, homie.
Yeah,
That shit was scary, dog.
But did you hear the story of how they saved him? That it was actually some people at home watching the news live, and it was
shit
one
just gave me
or
goosebumps.
one or two African Americans. I don't know if maybe it was a white or two and like a Latino. I could be wrong on the thing, but it was a mixture of people. They went out there, fool. They went out there and drove out there and were the ones that actually fucking drove their car up to him and saved him. See, no, the cops, he would have died. And that guy that hit the brick with him, I think he only got like 3 years, fool.
Damn, but
That
just
shit was
watching it,
nasty,
homie, and
it was like you
Era
see it and
pinche
then
brick de las que pones en las on your wall, homie.
A
Big
cinder
brick
block.
like this. That shit was not cool, man. No matter who you are, you don't do that. But again, man, people were mad. How many cops were found innocent? Like 12?
Well, I think at that point it was at first it was like 5 of them. After that it was like maybe 2 or 3 of them, right? And then that was bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
That was but that shows you the racism. That shows you the stuff. A lot of people, like I said,
Imagine if the person that lived right at the corner of Foothill and Osborne was not recording.
yeah.
Look how that fool changed the world.
Yeah. No, you would have
That shit
never
would
heard
never
of
heard
Rodney
about
King.
it, homie.
You would have heard of probably somebody later on in life, but Rodney King would not.
And
would
that
not
fool
be a
pulled up
household
with
name.
his camera like this.
And he had one of those big
Zooming
old-
in.
Yeah, big
Yeah,
old one.
man, VHS, homie. Aquí lo traigo. I got it when it's hot.
I'm surprised they didn't make like a plaque or something over there.
They should.
They should, but
And that's right at the corner of Osborne and Foothill. There's a library there.
Yeah, the
now.
little library there.
Yeah,
like a
it
kids
used to
thing
be
right there.
it used to be a little dead end.
Yeah, it used to be like a dirt lot over there.
Ahí le dieron gas.
Yeah, but that just shows that goes back to how but that's also was business as usual. if you ran from the cops, you acted a fool. Like in the county jail nowadays, you see the county jail, they got cameras and they're suing it. Back then, you fuck with the sheriffs, they'll put the beat down on your life on you, homie. I see it. No hay cámaras.
I remember when I got locked up in Long Beach, maybe like 2010 or something. I was with my homies from Culver City, and they got down with some other fools out there. So we got caught. And I was like, damn, homie, I'm a fucking probation fool. Ya me van a fucking meter a la cárcel. Yeah, they're probably going to deport me too. Fuck it, homie. You know, I'm not even supposed to be where there's liquor or nothing, fool. Ya andaba. So when I went into jail, the cops, big black cops, homie, like, checking my ID. Where you from? I'm like, I'm from Silmar. Where you going? I was trying to go home. He's like, well, you're not going home tonight. I told him, that's fine. He's like, why you mad dogging me? I'm like, why you mad dogging me? I told him, I got the handcuffs on. Man, they put me in a fucking isolated room with fucking like pads, homie, como de loquitos.
Yeah.
Ni cabía, dog. And I was wearing a suit, like a pinstripe suit and everything.
What you going?
And then you had this other fool across from me just yelling, homie, all night long. All I could do is block it, homie. You know, I can't say nothing because that fool's going to be like, man, shut your ass up. You know, so you're nomás calladito till they finally put me in a cell with the GP. And I bailed out in Caliente the next day before I went to Corte. I took it to court and I beat my case.
That's right, in the good old days.
Oh man, that shit felt good. Just beating a case, you know, like damn.
I woke up in the. Was it Linwood or Inglewood? It was which one? Inglewood has a county jail. They have like their own. So one of those.
You're the one that landed there.
It was either Inglewood or Linwood. It's one of them. They have their own county jail. I'm like this, fool. I wake up. I'm in the top bunk. I'm like. My fucking head feels like I'm not looking around. What the fuck am I doing here? I didn't remember, fool.
Like that?
I didn't remember.
So you threw putadas, you don't know how you ended up
all
in
I
there.
know is I'm waking up in the county. It was like the movie Hangover, fool. I wake up in the county, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm in the top bunk, right? I look down. It's my God, now rest in peace, homie. I said, what the fuck are you doing here? He's like, I don't know.
Like me, when I went to county, I already had a slip that says he needs a bottom bunk, homie. Like, hey, homie, dispensa, dog. Like, here's my paperwork, homie. It's not my father. Pill dorm. Put him in the pill dorm, homie.
We were upstairs, right? We went downstairs for breakfast. We see my brother's cuñado. He's in there too, and he's just walking towards us like, you stupid motherfuckers. We're like, hey, what happened while we're eating? It's like, you fools are stupid. You really don't remember? Like, dude, I don't remember shit.
Just eating the peanut butter and jelly
sandwich.
sandwich.
And then he starts telling us a story, and then it starts coming back, fool. We went to a boxing...
The fuck were you partying with?
We went to a boxing fight. It was us three, right? We went to a boxing fight. The waitress comes over, and I told her, listen, man, bring one every round. Every round, she's bringing up.
So it was 12 rounds.
It was 12 rounds.
Portate bien.
Bam, bam, bam. The Asian lady, she ran the hotel. My carnal used to be a mechanic at Volvo, so she hooked them up. She told them, hey, you can have a suite for free. And we're like, we're all fucked up. My brother, we're going to have a suite. We go to the bathroom, fool. We're in the bathroom. My carnal hits a stall, right? I'm in the bathroom, and when we walk in, there's this fucking African-American guy. Pimped out, homie. Like, straight pimp
player.
Out. Yeah, player.
Walking like a player. Still in there. Like, I'm going to make some phone calls to some of my
he was in the bathroom. And we walked
some of my lizards.
We're like, damn. Look. I was like, damn, look at this fool looking like DJ Quick.
Serio.
And then he's like, hey, homie, I don't play that. And my brother like, nah, fool, that fool looking like Snoop Dogg, and we're just fucked up playing around,
man.
Right?
Calentando.
Yeah, we're those fucking drunk idiots, right?
Uh-huh.
So he's in the bathroom, and then I'm taking a piss, and then finally I'm like, hey, homie, we're just fucking around, right? Because I was always the calmer with my brother, and that fool like got a little aggressive. All I see is Kung Fu Joe, my carnal. Boom! Open the fucking stall and rush this fool. Damn. So he rushed him. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna rush him. All the fucking security there were big old blacks and big old Samoans.
Oh, man. When they got to you guys,
hey,
los sacaron en calzón.
No, way. Nos sacaron de pata. They knocked us out. Hey,
at least you're not that tall.
Hey, fool, they knocked us out. They fucking dragged us by our feet all the way through the casino. And I'm like, hey, I kind of remember
Through the casino?
Through the casino.
Oh,
and
my God.
Put us in the sheriff cars, and they fucking end up taking his brother-in-law just for being in the room, too, and fucking took us. But you know what? Shout out to that brother, homie. He kept it real, kept it raw. We went to court for like 4 months, fool. And only the security guards would go and show up and look at us like these fucking idiots, right? But the guy never went to court.
But you guys beat.
We beat. Yeah,
Again, he goes back.
I had just barely got off parole, right? And the fucking public
What do
defender,
they call it? DA reject, right?
Yeah, DA reject. The public defender, I got you a sweet deal, man. I got you guys 4 years probation. I said, no. If I just got off parole, fuck your probation. No, we're fighting it. We went 4 times to court, but after that, yeah, DA reject.
It's how bad you want. You're going to wait on. I think you better take the deal because it's going to get worse next month.
Yeah, so that was the waking up in the county jail story, homeboy, without even knowing. Yeah, but I had a fucking headache for a week, fool.
Oh, hey, that fucking la entrada through the holding tanks at the Twin Towers is bad. When they start getting everybody out the buses, everybody's coming from every core, from San Fernando, from Long Beach, LAX.
It's like fucking cows, homie.
And then all of a sudden you got like 200 motherfuckers in a tank. Y luego están las viejas del otro lado también. And everybody's like, let me see some titties, bitch. And all that shit. And everybody apestando, fool. And then you're like, damn, homie. They finally open the gate, the door. And you go in. Big old white boy securities, homie. Yeah, everybody shut the fuck up. Take it all off, homie. Everything. Shut the fuck up, I'm saying. Bam. Y luego ya cuando te quitas todo, ¿qué te dicen? Nuts to cheeks. Nuts to cheeks, homie. Boom. Sígale para adentro, homie. Like, fuck. Y hasta el último que te dicen, everybody take off your clothes in the showers. And then you already know who's been through it before porque nomás se los quitan y vámonos. And then there's people that are like, just waiting and like, ya, güey, te vamos a mirar el pájaro, güey, regardless, homie. You know, it's time to take his time,
everybody
homie.
Trying to look at your
everybody
shit.
not trying to look at your shit, homie. It's time. You're holding up the line, dog.
Yeah, ain't nobody trying to look at your shit. Don't be shy,
you know,
homie.
Don't be shy, homie.
Get in where you fit in.
You get in where you fit, you know. And we're going to take a close shower, so it ain't even going to get any better, dog.
Hey, yeah, that's a horrible...
It's a horrible...
horrible existence.
And then through the process,
horrible
when there's that place, you see people all lying down, handcuffed because they're sick or something. And then by the time you even housed in, it's like a week.
Yeah,
you'd be going through all
one of
kinds
those,
of
huh?
yeah.
It's one of those. That's how Arizona was. They called it like the horseshoe. It was somewhere else like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
like
boom,
I think
boom,
it fucks with you so hard that if you make it through those first 2-3 weeks, you're like, fuck, que si me aviento un mes. Ya me aviento 2 meses because you start adapting, you know? When foods were taking my pan or my jelly or my mayo, it wasn't clicking in on me till I got housed in. And I was like, oh, these motherfuckers are making spreads. Yeah,
because at first you don't want the comida. You're like,
don't want nothing,
you don't want it.
Just give me the bologna sandwich. Yeah, bro. But then I started understanding the game, dog.
Yeah.
Like survival of the fittest,
survival of the fittest. When even the fittest don't survive sometimes.
Yeah, exactly, you know. I remember I came back down from Wayside, and they're like, yeah, you're going to get released, homie. You're going to get released. I was like, serio? I'm like, yeah, fool, you're going to get released because they brought me back to the county. And I'm like, serio? If you want a sopa, you want a sopa? I was giving away everything, dog. Someone like, let me get your folder. I'm like, nah, I'm going to hold on to my folder. Then you know they call my name. Go back to this fucking tank. I was like, I'm not going home. They're like, nope. Bam, they threw me to the 3800 block, Denver roll. You know, and I was like, fuck, fool, I just gave away all my tienda, bro. Now I gotta wait another week to get tienda, dog. Man, these fools got me, dog.
Fool.
Yeah, let me get some. Y hasta oye la brina echándole agua y todo. You know, I was like, man, they got me, homie. I slipped. You know, they got me. They've been there before, you know, but it was cool.
It's a dog-eat-dog world, homeboy. But me ni papas, way. I'm good, homie. I ain't trying to see the inside of a cell no time soon, homeboy.
Me neither, bro. I think my experience through it, I even experienced like the riots. It was in 2006, February 4th. It was a fucking experience, man. Just to see, like, even, like, the oldest of the oldest men, if you're the opposite race, you're going to get it, homie. Yeah, fool. Like, that's cold. That's somebody's great-grandpa, homie.
Yeah, they'll fuck him up,
homie. Yeah.
You catch you slipping, you're done.
Like, hey, homie, obviously you're doing time. You're still doing the crime.
Right. Yeah, you're going to pay the punishment for somebody else's bullshit.
For somebody else's bullshit, dog. And I remember it was bad, bro. Like, and that shit kind of changed my life. Just going through the actual fucking riot for like a whole hour, shutting down all man, they have it on YouTube. I was like, they shut down the gates, pepper balls, pop, pop, pop. Oh man, I seen some paisa get hit with one on the rib. Y luego aventaron a fucking
the gas.
No, not fuck the gas too. But somebody threw a fucking bed over.
Oh, shit.
This is in a Supermax.
That's what she's
y cayó así y pum, cuando cayó así le pegó la cona en la cabeza, güey. He started fucking. Oh man, the first thing I did, because I couldn't breathe no more, dog. I was like survival mode. You know what I'm saying? So what I did, agarré los calzones, güey, and como estaba alto, I had access to the shower. I was like, homie, I'm gonna wet my shit, and I was like,
oh
Or you could still feel the fucking
you
pepper.
hear the whole
Dog,
desmadre.
you see how motherfuckers going at it, dog. And then they take off our clothes and they put it right in the middle. After, okay, how you guys gonna split it?
No,
They did us.
Oh,
dirty.
they didn't clear you guys out. They left you guys in
they
the
took our
same.
balloon. No, they left us on metal, dog. They took the fucking bunks. They're like, you guys want to play sleep and steal, and we're gonna put all your blues right in the middle. And ahí se arregla.
So how long did they separate you guys for?
Man, we
Couple
were
hours?
isolated for days. Fool.
No, but I'm saying that after the initial fucking riot, boom, they separated you for a couple.
It's because one door would jump, the next one would jump, and the next one.
So there
Because
was nowhere to put 'em.
as soon as I was watching people coming in from county into the day rooms, jump.
Oh, jeez.
Every time a new bus would come, they're like, something's cracking. So the Wheeler came in. I know what the Wheeler said.
Yeah, let's rock and roll.
And I remembered the camarada. He came up to me. I got my visit. It was on a Saturday. You know, my ex-girlfriend came visit me. And I went. And as soon as I come back from my visita, man, he's and this is a three bunker.
Right.
Like, damn, así como sardinas. He told me, like, look, homie, right now when they say count time, it's on. I was like, all right, I guess. You know, let me just get up and go take a liquiazo.
Not thinking nothing
and,
of it.
and all I heard was, like, everybody should be in their bunks because it's count time, count time, count time. And I just remember one of the camaradas, he said, vámonos recio. Like the war call, homie, like, ooh, fool. Everything started fucking jumping, gacho, fool. Like, oh, man, you couldn't
crazy,
stop
huh?
it, bro. And it was just an experience that I had that really changed my life a little bit, you know?
Oh, I bet. Give you a little PTSD.
Fuck a
nothing
fade on
major.
the street, homie. You really fucking trying to survive pepper spray, fucking pellets.
Or you get killed. Huh?
Or get killed by the
Or
fucking cops, or throw you out the
Throw you
tier.
up- Yeah, homie. That's why I don't break the law no more, carnal.
Yeah, I try not to.
De todos modos, way you break the law nowadays, all kind of fool snitching nowadays. Predict.
No, but even if you start robbing, as long as it's under $999, you're cool. It's crazy.
God bless California, homie.
Eso sí, man.
If-
Porque I think Texas has a zero tolerance on weed, right?
It's a good time. Oh, yeah, it's a good time to be a criminal in California, homeboy. You get a strap. It's not like before.
That's why I think people from the South move out to California. I think all them robberies are happening with people from out there because you could kind of read the body language,
well, no,
homie.
a lot of times it's also the and this I got from
Like I think all the people from Hurricane Katrina.
No, for the black gangs, not all, but a good chunk of them. That's what they do. That's their hustle, homie. That's their hustle. Because I remember I talked to the homie Kev Mack. He's got a YouTube channel, right? He's a OG from Rolling 60s. I think he's like 54 right now, right?
Triple OG.
Yeah, and I hit him up and we were talking one time and I said it because we were talking about how we're raised as far as essays. What are we trained? And I said in my hood it was you from the hood, you be down for the hood, and maybe you want to.
Sometimes even if you're black and you're down for the hood, we'll jump you in.
Yeah,
dog. Remember that shit?
Yeah, but with the brothers, because I told him, hey, why do you guys? And we had that conversation. He's like, you know what? Our older homies used to tell us, go do robberies, go rob banks, go do this.
So he's telling you as an OG.
Yeah, as an OG. So that's kind of what they get hustled to because why? They want that quick money. They get it real quick. But it's gotten to the point where they're going overboard. I mean, they're right now. They attacked 2 Asian people out here in I think like Westminster. Pistol whipped the husband. Pistol whipped the wife. This is in the middle of the day at the market.
Are you talking about that parking lot shit that they took like a $70,000 Rolex?
Watch. Yeah, it's crazy.
They were watching that fool.
No, they're watching. They're watching people's Instagram.
That's why I tell a lot of these females or strippers. You think you're cute walking around with that Frenchy Merle
and flossing
it. On top with the purse? Like, I don't care how much money you make, they're gonna take your life. That's 30 bands.
Yeah, so these guys are watching it and they're robbing. But the unfortunate thing is, they're gonna go do a good 5-year bit somewhere, come out for that 30 grand, 5 years. Come on, homie, it ain't worth it. It's even 70 grand for 5 years. It ain't worth it, homie.
That's true.
Get your hustle on out here. The real hustle should be teaching these youngsters, hey, homie, you can live like a fucking dope dealer, homie. You can live like how dope dealers. Just work, homie. Just work. In my neighborhood, I live better than most dope dealers in my hood, homie. Straight up. You been on my pad, homie. I ain't starving, homie.
I think you fed me too, no?
Yeah, of course,
yes.
homie. I feed all my guests, homeboy.
Man, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful, and that's why I like you, fool, and I really appreciate you pulling through here. Like you told me when I went on yours, you're like, just tell me when to pull up, Predikt, and today was actually just the day. You know?
I support, homie. I try to support as much as I can. There's some people. Listen, I got a long line because I don't do like certain people will do interviews every Tuesday, every Friday. Like it's a schedule. With me, it's not that. With me, I hit people like yourself, and I probably have a pool of 20, 30 people I can interview. But I just hit them up and I say, man, would you be willing to do an interview?
You like certain people's energy.
Well, it's
especially if they're coming to your house.
Oh no, that's the one thing, right? That's why I don't. People, dude, I can't invite everybody and their mama. I got to know who they are. I got to be able to call somebody, say, hey, who's this
person?
Guy? Yeah,
you're protecting the casa.
Sí, güey, sí, pues mi chante, güey. That's where my family lives, homie. Yeah. So what I do is just like somebody calls or it's some political thing or something. If it's that right time, then who do I got in the file? Call them up, bring them on, do our thing. But I think that takes a lot of the stress out of it because I don't have to sit there and schedule all this shit.
Yeah, that's how I feel too every single time. Normally we have our security. His name is Tonka. They buzz you in and everything. Like we keep that shit professional here, No,
this is dope, homie.
And I want to make people feel at home that nobody's gonna rob you and you ain't gonna rob us. Nah, believe us, So. And I want to make just people feel like they're at home, have like that comfort that we could talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, no tengas miedo, habla, dog.
No, keep that energy going.
Keep that therapeutic shit, homie. Fuck a psychologist. Aquí viene y aquí habla.
Hey, you see that 6-feet bridge?
Aquí sale todo.
You see that bridge? That's just dope.
That shit is clean.
Hey, I remember when they were demoing the first one, they were protesting out there.
Yeah, they didn't want it down.
They didn't want it down. But
too many movies.
See, yeah, but that thing was destroyed, dude. That shit was already rotted. But no, but they
it looks nice.
Yeah, that looks.
That
much
shit's
better.
Gonna go 100 years easily.
Easily, homie. No, that's gonna be the new one for movies.
They still need to fix that 110 freeway over there by the avenues, dog.
I don't know, homie. Over there is like they fixed it a little bit.
Nah, if we've been getting in on the freeway, you're chasing, dog. You're like, can I go? Like fucking car passing you up.
It's like you're trying to do the double dutch, fool. You're going like this. Yeah, should I go? Yeah, you gotta smash.
I was watching the Discovery Channel and they were talking about the building of the 110 freeway, right?
Right.
And they say that whoever built it, they were not thinking 100 years down the line of how many cars were really going to start going down to downtown LA, and that's why that part of the freeway is so small.
Well, I believe also the 110 was actually supposed to go
to the 710.
Yeah, it was supposed to go all the way through, but Pasadena.
Chales. You got to go through our city.
Money and power, homie. Money and power, carnal. That's what you get with us. Well, even over here, there was supposed to be a freeway. That's why you have Chandler. You know how Chandler has the metro top? There's supposed to be a freeway on top of that.
Wow.
I saw a documentary on that.
It's crazy when you start watching documentaries.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was supposed to, because when you're stuck over there, you're like, damn, am I going to go to the 101? Am I going to go to the 118? Right? You kind of get stuck in the middle. Yeah, that whole Chandler path area, they had it ready to be all the way, I don't know how far, but then they pulled the plug on the freeway thing.
Man, that's crazy, man. You just know so much shit, dog. I could have all day conversations with you, but it's like grown man shit, and you like that, like educating me in certain things that I'm like, really, like you. Shout out to Attorney Rosenberg. That fool calls me and checks up on me. Predict, you good? Yes, cool.
Yeah, he's
punching back. I'm like always punching back, Rosenberg.
That's right.
Like for him to check up on me, That's cool, man.
Yeah, I got him on the list to come through, homeboy. I'm waiting for some attorney stuff to get him through.
Oh yeah, man. So I'll try to ask him,
No, I hit him up already. He already said, yeah. No, like I said, there's a lot of people I've tapped in with already. And there's a lot of even big names out there that I've tapped in. And they've all told me yes, but they haven't really came in yet, homeboy.
Okay. No, but las palabras vuelan y lo que está en blanco y negro se queda.
This is what it is, too. And I've had the conversation with someone on one-on-one, one you and I both know very well. Listen, homie, I'm not going to ask, because people get scared that I'm going to talk to them political stuff, that I'm going to talk to them controversial stuff. If I'm bringing you as an artist to interview you, I'm not talking that stuff, because I know you have a business to run. I know you have an image to do. I know you can't talk about certain stuff. But come on my platform so you can put a stamp on it so I can talk that shit.
See, that's what I mean, dog.
That's what
I mean. That's why today I let you come and, hay que hablar. And this is the first political podcast that I've done in 33 episodes, dog, you know? And I say, nothing better than to do it with you. Let's vent. Let's talk about really what's going on over there, dog, you know? I know other than that, the next podcast, I won't be talking no politics. I just wanted to do it with you and just let us know what's going on with the world right now.
Okay, let me try to educate the viewers that you got on politics in California. And politics in general. A lot of times people believe that politics is boring. They rather hear fucking prison politics, homeboy. You know what I mean? That's what they rather hear, right? But prison politics has nothing on real politics, homie.
The White House, the real people behind those desks.
Yeah, out here in California has been a Democratic-run state for many years. It had a couple of Republicans, but the Republicans would be Democrats in other states, right?
Sí.
The difference is this. The Democrats will sit here and act like they love you, act like they're taking care of you. I'll ask all your viewers, has your neighborhood gotten any better? Has the rent gotten any cheaper? What's going on in California is the same party that's telling you they love you and take care of you, they're making it where developers are coming in because the politicians are saying, hey, we have a housing shortage. We don't have a housing shortage. We have an affordable housing shortage. People can't afford to stay in their own buildings. They're getting all the black and brown people, and they're kicking them out, homeboy.
That's why they're moving to Arizona and Texas, New Mexico.
Or even the IE in Palmdale. And even IE in Palmdale is not very expensive.
Ya empezaron,
now, even
ya
that,
miré.
Yeah, so the state of California is becoming a state where it's either you got money or you don't.
Y si no traes, adiós.
Adiós. Why? Because they want it. But they're doing it nicely. The Republicans, you already know where they stand. They're more guatahueros. And they'll say, no, they love you. Both parties don't care about either one of us, homie. That's a fact. Both parties are there just to get elected. It is business. Politics is business. It's not friendship. It's cutthroat business. And we, as Raza, need to approach it in that way. We got to sit there and say, hey, man, you say you're catering to me. I keep voting for you. But I can't afford to live here anymore.
Yeah, this show ain't working.
This shit, yeah. You keep telling me, I got you. You don't care about the crime. You'll say defund the police because you live in a private community. And you have those same police that you say you want to defund protecting you and your fucking family.
Damn, like that?
That's how it is, homie.
Fuck.
But the thing is, we just think it's boring. But everything in politics dictates how much these lights cost, how much the AC costs, how many stop signs you have, how much those shoes cost. Politics.
How many streets we're gonna fix?
How many streets? Which streets we're gonna fix?
Which streets?
Everything, homie.
Dang,
everything.
You're right.
Everything. The greasy wheel gets the attention. That is an old saying from way back when.
Saying.
But it's the truth. And if we stay quiet and don't say shit, they won't fix it. Like, okay, graffiti, right? Most graffiti in every city, it's very simple. You can call 311 and say, hey, man, I got graffiti on this block, this block. No problem. They'll be there within 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
The reason most cities are all messed up because we don't get involved. Because people just don't call.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Predikt likes tagging.
Oh, he's one of those.
He tells people, can you put Portense Biennn on things? Fuck my tax money. You're not with me.
Hey, you know what I had to do last week?
Tell these gangs.
Tag it. You know what I had to do? You know what I had to do last week, fool? Some fool tagged my wife. I had that window right there. There's a tree out there. I look. I said, "Fuck!" And I had the COVID, right? Hey, I had to go out there with a fucking sander, fool, because he did it on the tree. I'm like, how am I gonna get graffiti off the tree? And it's not even my side; it's my neighbor's side. You see me running a power cord over there. I sanded that shit down. I saw graffiti there a couple weeks ago. I go in my garage, fool.
Again,
I clean it up because you know what? You don't have to have a dirty city to be hood or gangster, homie.
That's true.
And the problem is that we think, and even with my younger homies, not little homies, but younger homies, right? We're drinking a pisto in the car, and we're fucking eating a bag of chips. I see him try to throw. I said, no, fool. You ain't throwing that shit, homie.
Not in my fly.
He said, no, outside. Like, try to open the door. I said, nah, homie, you ain't throwing that shit. I said, I don't litter, homie. Would you do that in front of your house? Don't do that shit in front of mine, or don't do that over here. Throw that shit in the trash.
That's
homie.
Right.
Just like we talk, supposedly, like, penitentiary rules, vatos are very clean. Well, what happens?
Cleaning the casa every day.
Let's keep the streets clean, homie.
Yeah.
Why? Because you got little kids out there looking at this, homie. It's the way you get raised. It's the pride you have in your neighborhood.
You think that's why all these little kids, les vale verga, because we told them not to.
Of course.
But
we're all influencers, homie.
We're influencers, and I think we're part of that shit. Don't give a fuck. Don't let nobody hit you like that. That's why all these little kids are swinging at the principal.
Yeah, we're all influencers. I know for a fact I had a huge part in the negativity in my hood. Right. The sad part is I drive around. I tell my wife, when I was young, this is what I wanted for the hood. And she's like, what do you mean? I wanted it to be dirty. I wanted it to be fucking gangster. I want to see, because right now you go to my house, you got fucking homeless, you got graffiti everywhere, you got all that shit, right? And in my head, when I was young, this is what I wanted. But and she's like, really? I said, yeah. Why? Because I didn't like myself.
And now you wanna reverse everything.
Homie.
I see what you're doing, man.
I'm trying to help reverse it, and I'm as a former gangbanger, I'm stepping up and saying all this. A lot of times it hurts people's feelings, but
that's fine. You're doing the positive shit.
But I'm trying to tell you, hey, homie, don't. How many homies do we have to have come out of prison after doing 20 years on that right there to say, hey, ese pinche
come
right
out and telling us what to do.
But ese pinche right te vale verga, homie. I killed somebody. I went in there, and I'm hanging around with the same fucking vatos that I fucking just killed one of their homies.
That's true.
You know,
that's true.
Right now is a cycle. I've had about 3 or 4 homies that just got out of doing murders, 20 years, right? And they see me and they're like, hey, what's up, fool? I'm one of the few last guys that's still in the hood. There's still a few guys maybe in.
You're a triple OG.
Yeah, I'm still one of the few last guys that they could tap in, right? And they'll come in. Damn, fool, you're doing this? Like, yeah, fool, I'm working. I'm doing my shit. Hell yeah. And they're like, I'm just trying to catch up. And all those guys that were lifers, they're all working, they're all taking care of business. And they all know that they threw 20 years away, homie. They threw 24 years away, homie. And I say this before, I came out, it's like we're telling these youngsters, Predikt, we open the door, we're all fucked up, estamos todos quebrados, and we're telling them, hey, dude, don't go down that door. I just went down there. It's a fucking cliff.
Sí.
And you're telling the motherfucker, don't go down there. But they think, you're just a fucking old head. What the fuck do you know?
Yo.
Hey, homie, that's why in older generations of, let's say, Native Americans, anybody else, how did you know not to eat certain cherries? Because there's many Indians that died before that, and eventually they figured out, don't eat that fucking cherry. That one's poison. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. That gang shit, that's poison, homie. Going down that life, that's poison. Meth, that's the worst thing right now in every hood, homeboy. If you're doing meth,
go to the dentist real quick.
That ain't gangster, homie. That ain't gangster. And if some vato offers you meth, he ain't your homie. I'll tell you that straight up. If you ain't never done meth, some vato's offering you meth.
Scante Warrior 101.
He ain't your homie, carnal. I'll tell you that right now. He ain't your homie. He just wants you to be in that same fucking...
I've never tried it, dog.
I used to smoke it and do it all, homeboy.
I just seen people smoke it, but it was just never my thing.
I used to not think that the stuff today was worse, but I think the quality that they're making in it, it's so much more garbage than it was back then. That nowadays, fools are burning out quick, homie. That's why you got so many homies out there. And it's sad, homie. It's sad. It's sad. You see, back in the days, you see homies G'd up. Some are G'd up, but they're fucking tan sucios, way. Están en la bicla. And I'm like, I look at them like, damn, homie.
Beach cruiser.
Yeah, dude. That's the life. And that's why a lot of times a younger generation will look at us as cholos or gangsters and see, fuck these guys. Look at their fucking lames. Look how they're looking. It's like... We lost that class.
Sí.
We lost that fucking pride because I'll be damned if back when I was a fucking youngster, one of the homies be living in a tent.
That's true.
Nah, that fool get a calentada. I'd be like,
caliente,
yeah,
homie,
you out of here. That's normal now.
Now it's normal.
Straight up, and it's a sad reality.
That's true, man. But fuck yeah, man, Gil, man. Any fucking shout outs you want to get people out there, brother?
I'll get a shout to this guy right here, boy.
To XG. XG, man, my producer right here, man. Without him, I wouldn't be here, man.
This is love, homie. This is cool, man.
Like, he caught my wave, and aquí estamos como novios.
Yeah. No, I want to get XG on the podcast, homie. I want to get him hot and heated, homie. I love his energy.
Me and him are the same fucking horoscope sign. So when we go at it, we go at it.
But he better bring some fucking real clothes. This one tells me he goes to Costco and fucking buys the clothes and fucking goes and takes it back.
Ross, hey!
I'll never forget that.
How many? Hey, how many? No. Hey, how many hennas do that? Hey! But think about it, X. How many girls actually go to the fucking store and buy a dress and they put the tag and they say, hey, Ken, you should work in the game. I got the receipt. Return it.
Rich people do that.
Rich people do that.
Yeah, they do.
So whatever.
For advice, anybody listening, never buy white and try to return it.
Oh, there you go.
White.
Negro, always negro.
Okay.
I seen some that they put the shoes down there, the red, and they cover them full. That way they could take them to the club, and after that, they take it off.
Come on, man. The game has changed.
Hey, but yeah, other than that, fool, hey, I appreciate you guys inviting me on, man. This is dope. You guys want to find me on IG, The Real American Cholo, on YouTube, American Cholo. we can have that conversation, homie. We can have the real adult-like conversation. We can talk about anything in a constructive manner because that's what it's about. We need to sit there and express ourselves, homie. So
yeah, I think as Raza, we need to step up and level up and stop complaining so
Level
much.
up, homie.
And just level up. Don't be scared, homie. We all got rights, regardless if you're like, no, me van a deportar. All right, well, deport me fighting, homie.
no, they're not gonna. In California, they're not gonna.
That's what I'm saying. Speak
California's
up,
very hard,
man.
homie. But you know what? And if you don't, when somebody else speaks up, support them.
That's what I do.
If you can't do it, no problem. But support the person that's speaking up. I'm trying to speak up.
I'm always a person speaking up, and al último they end up firing me. If I'm like fucking standing up for all the paisas, and over here like gassing me up, and I'm like, all right, check it out, dog, man, we're all this, and todos calladitos.
Hey, wait, and one more thing, you know what I did, and I'm gonna do again this week. I pulled up on my local mailman, homeboy. I said, which one you want? You want the Gatorade or the water? I said, you know what? Here, take them both, homeboy.
Oh, that fool was like, gracias.
Yeah.
Lala, where'd you come from, dog?
That was like, really? I said, yeah, homie.
See,
I said,
bro?
One of my boys used to be a mailman. He told me that you appreciate it. He's like, he was right.
Best.
There you go. See, learn from one another, homeboy. So con eso estamos bien, carnal. Pórtese bien.
Yeah, man. Pórtese bien. Sí, man. And we're out of this show. Gracias.
There it is, homeboy.